Hi there, welcome back to Rhubarb Gardens on what's another beautiful spring day. We've really had a really warm and sunny spring, which is a nice bonus. I just want to bring to your attention this plant here, which looks rather prehistoric. This is Gunnera, Gunnera manicata, or giant rhubarb, as it does resemble a giant rhubarb the way it grows. It has these massive imposing leaves and this kind of prickly stem. They get much bigger than this. This is just at the beginning of the year, so they're much smaller right now, but by the end of July these will be 6 or 7 feet tall and the leaves will be enormous, and they're really quite imposing, and they were really popular in bog gardens and in and around ponds, but in the last five years or so they've actually been classified as an invasive species, so it's actually illegal to sell these now and to cultivate them. Thankfully these ones have been established in this garden for decades, so these ones are absolutely fine. They're well encased, so they're kind of protected from spreading out into the wild, and we really do look after these to make sure that they are not going to get into the public. And you can see how we look after these plants. These are the leaves from last year, and in every kind of autumn when they begin to die back, we cut the old leaves back and we cover the crown of the plant, which just protects the crown from frost. Now of course, now that they're kind of restricted and they're almost classed as an invasive species, we don't really want to cultivate these as well as we used to. But if you are or were growing these Gunneras, this is how you would protect them, because you can see the new leaves emerging and pushing up all the old foliage. So what we would normally do is come in and clear out all the old foliage from the crown of the plant, which was protecting it, and then let this new striking prehistoric foliage to re-emerge. But I just wanted to bring it to your attention because you might see it about and wonder what it is. It is really quite an imposing and special plant, but unfortunately in the last few years it's caused a big problem in our local ecosystem, so it is now classified and restricted. So I just wanted to, like I said, bring it to your attention. They love growing in boggy conditions. This is actually a bit of a bog garden, so these Gunneras come through and then it stitches in nicely with all the irises, and there's some candelabra primroses, primulas here. So although they are imposing and they're really quite architectural, it is important to make note that if you are growing them, make sure that they are well contained and they're not going to get out into the wider public. Failing that, dig them out and get rid of them. This area here is so large, and it's in quite a large garden, so they're very safe here, and we keep a really close eye on them, as I said, to make sure they don't escape and get out into the wider public. But in my opinion, a really stunning plant. A shame that they're now restricted, but certainly a plant worth noting.